So we can talk about how Croatia as a nation and how Croatian citizens feel about this moment. So the real question is how they feel about the whole process, because while this is the moment, the process lasted for almost 15 years. I think Croatia established the Ministry of European Integration in 1998, so 15 years ago. And Croatia submitted their application to become a candidate country for joining EU in, I think, early 2000s, and negotiations for joining EU started in 2005. And it is like a long process of negotiations, which lasted for more than 6 years. And so talking about just particular day, it's again a symbolic day of a long, long road towards being a part of European Union and being part of Europe, that all Croatians feel we actually were never not part of Europe. We are Europeans, and just by joining the organization, political and economic organization that exists in Europe, doesn't necessarily mean make us more or less European, but it makes us just being part of something larger, part of being Europe. From the point of view of human rights to the environment, to trade agreements, to labor laws, to basically any aspect of your life. So there are 30-something chapters of negotiation, and every aspect of countries' way of living has to be basically aligned with minimum requirements of EU. The sentiment in Croatia versus joining EU has been that one of exhaustion, right? That finally, or really, are we still joining EU? So the whole process, the whole public discussion about joining EU and all of the issues of joining EU has lasted more than a decade. And people just, it's kind of like the idea of the spectacular moment of joining EU has lost all of its luster at this point. It's like, okay, finally, we got in. So in a way, and I think this is what the process is about, that in fact, until we actually lost this kind of like naive thinking of something big is going to happen on July 1, 2013, we were actually not ready. Because the whole idea of a country joining EU is to demonstrate that its institutions, its way of daily life have changed so that they are basically indistinguishable from the rest of Europe. So we had to change through a process, and this cannot, the laws cannot start functioning in one day, overnight. People's minds cannot change overnight, but they can change for a long process.